Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to my channel and welcome to see Sushant Yadav, Chief Officer. Right now we are at Tuxpan Anchorage, vessel waiting for berthing instructions. You can see vessel waiting for berthing. It's a nice climate outside. It's a sunset time and it's a really good climate outside. We are at Mexico, Tuxpan, waiting for berthing. All the vessels are waiting for berthing and it's a sunset time. Really good climate outside, guys. So guys, today we will speak about the wages of the seamen. Many candidates, when I put the last blog on YouTube, they asked me what are the wages of you people are getting. As you mentioned in your previous blog that wages are too high. So they asked me what is the exact wage scale. Can you just share with us? So I have just prepared this blog for you guys only. I have still document with me right now. I'm just going through this and I'm going to read out for you guys what is the exact wage scale for each rank on vessel. We will start from the bottom, guys, and we will go to the highest, that is master's wages, which is the highest amount on normally you will find on ship, because he is on the highest rank. Of course, he is communicating with the company, so he is getting the most higher wages, and he is also having so much of responsibility of the vessel. So guys, we will start from GS, that is General Steward. After GP rating, you can join in GS, OS, or trainee motorman, Viper, you can say. GS is getting around $1,100, guys. $1,100, not a small amount. You can say this is the lowest wages on the ship. GS, OS, and Viper, they are getting. But still, it is 1,100, so you can imagine the highest one will be how much. So GS is getting 1,100. That is, if you will multiply by 74, it is almost 80,000 rupees. 80,000 Indian rupees, guys. So it's a big amount, really. After that, we will come to Chief Cook. He is getting $1,800, guys. Guys, I am telling you the amount in dollars. You can multiply it by 74. You will get the amount in Indian rupees. Then Viper is getting around $1,200. Motorman. If you will get promotion in engine room, you will become motorman from my Viper, so you will get $1,900. OS is getting $1,200. Trainee OS is having less amount, $700 to $800, but within 1 or 2 ships they get promoted, and after that they get $1,200 as OS. After OS, you will get promoted to AB, that is $1,800. $1,800, almost 1,30,000, you can see, guys. It's a big amount. Pumpman is getting $2,200. Fitter, who is working in an engine room, he is getting around $1,600, guys. Then if it's a trainee electrical officer joins after his courses, he will get his salary will start around $1,500 to $2,000, and after that, once his contract comes up, like he gets more experience, it keeps increasing, and electrical officer gets almost $5,500 to $6,000. That is around, you can say, 4,20,000 rupees. So it's a big amount, guys. It's a really big amount, 4,20,000. After that, it comes to cadet. Before entering, most of the cadets asked me, guys, what are the wages for cadet and DMH. So here is one of our cadet is on the bridge right now. We'll ask him what are your wages. Shivendra.
Hello everyone. This is Shivendra, standing on Atlantic branch. So my wage is $490. Basically, wages vary from company to company. Some fleet have $490. They give $790, but in hand you get $490. $300 are collected every month for 18 months. 18 months is our sea time. 300 into 18, $5,400. And that $5,400, you get 60% of that when you clear your third bid exam, and the rest 40% is given when you become chief officer. And basically, the cadet salary differs from company to company. It's like the officers, it does not vary much, but the salary of cadets is different for company to company. Thank you.
So approximately, guys, you will find $500 at least the cadet salary in each company. $500 is around 35,000 rupees, guys. So you can just imagine it's a stipend. So if you are getting a stipend of 35,000, so your wage scale as a third officer will be too much. So you will come to the officer, guys. After this, third officer and fourth engineer, they are getting around $3,000. That is you can say around 2,10,000 rupees. I am just multiplying by 70. You can multiply by exactly by 74. The US dollar rate also keeps going up and down. Now it is around 73 or 74. He's telling 73. He knows better because he always keeps calculating how much amount is going to come to my account, because he just started his career, so he is very enthusiastic, about how
More
much
money.
he want more. He always keeps looking at the wages of the senior officers. Oh, how you are getting this much? You are getting this much. So guys, after that we will go to second officer and third engineer. One rank upper than third officer and fourth engineer. Second officer and third engineer is getting around $4,500 to $5,000. That is around 3.5 to 3.7 lakhs, you can say. After that, chief officer and second engineer, they are below chief engineer and master. So they are getting around $10,000, $11,000. That is around 7.5 to 8 lakh rupees they are getting, guys. And the last salary, everyone was waiting for master and chief engineer. Chief engineer sometimes gets little less than master. Chief engineer is having around $14,000, $15,000, and master is having almost $16,000-$17,000, guys. On oil chemical tanker, it is $16,000 to $17,000. It's a big amount. Almost you can say, 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs rupees master is getting on board. See, 12 lakhs. He is also repeating. Okay, it's on oil chemical tanker, guys, and after that on gas tanker, you can just imagine the vessel will be little more. It can go up to $20,000. That is almost 14 to 15 lakhs. Sometimes it goes to 16 lakhs also on gas tankers. So guys, I hope you got all the information. One more point to share is that tax deduction is not there in our wages. You have to comply one condition, that is as per Indian tax department. You have to complete 180 days outside the Indian territory. And so, if you comply 180 days outside India, anywhere, then there will be no tax deduction. So whatever is coming to your account is all yours. No tax deduction, 30%, 33%, nothing. But you have to comply 180 days, guys. That's a really good part of our life. So that's what we call NRE, non-residential earning date should be 180 days outside the country. Then you will get full salary, full wages in your hand. So there is no tax deduction. You can find that I am a non-residential earner. I am earning outside. So I have completed 180 days. I am complying as per tax department requirements. So you don't have to give anything to the government. So everything will be yours. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you have any questions, you can drop a message below my log. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.